Good evening. Hello. Welcome, everybody. I like just in every single stream fashion have changed some things up. So we've got a camera up here now too. So hopefully you can see a little bit more. And this is also one of those that theoretically I could turn down to look at the bar top if we need to, if there's something happening on the bar that's going to take a long time. So got that one, and we got the main one here for actually building this computer in a cooler. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is doing fantastic. I don't know why. I don't think my chat saved on OBS. So let me update that. Sir Nathan, welcome to the stream. Yes, we have the sky cam. We're looking up at you. I don't know. This is just what I was able to put together here in the last hour. So we've got that. You guys can tell me which camera view you like better. This one, since it's so far away and because it's the webcam, it doesn't look fantastic. But it's an option, right? It's another option. If we can always figure out some different ways to put things and move things around, but I figured that this could be an option, at least for tonight, maybe. We'll just test it out. How you doing, Nathan? Hopefully you are doing good. On this beautiful Wednesday evening. I had to keep telling myself what day it was, because holy buckets, have I had just the week already. Actual work stuff, all that kind of thing. I don't like that my head isn't quite in the shot. I want to get you guys, whoa, so you can see the computer and everything. Okay, that's close enough, I think. All right, let me switch back to chat here so I can see. You'd say up close is probably better, but I like the change up. Yep, get over here. Had a work event this past weekend. Ooh, yeah, tell me about it, man. We had some unexpected work events this past weekend, and I've got a planned work event this coming weekend. So putting in a few extra hours the last week or so myself. But the good thing is again, it is what it is. But where's the beer tubes? The beer tubes. The tubes that are going to have the beer in them are over here. Hi, Matt. Welcome to the stream. These are the tubes. So as soon as everything is put together, these are the tubes that we're going to place the beer in to run around the whole system. So there they are right there. But we're not at that part yet. The goal tonight and the work event 9:30. I don't know what day is that. Tuesday. Work weekends aren't fun, especially the unplanned ones. Yeah, luckily we had some. It wasn't terrible over the weekend, but yesterday I actually was on the phone for about 12 hours yesterday, so that wasn't fun. Tony, welcome to the stream. Welcome in, my friend. Cheers. Hopefully you're getting your stream in at some point. But either way, those tubes look tied. They are twisty tied together. Forgot to add 9:30 to your calendar, didn't you? No, I just don't know what day 9:30 is off the top of my head. That is why I have a calendar, Matt. Do you see that? You can't really, because it's not focusing on it. It doesn't want to focus. I definitely added it to my calendar. Alex, welcome to the Twitch stream. How's the build going? We got about half done on Sunday. We got the motherboard, we got the power supply bracket in, but we found a bunch of stuff that I needed to completely redo. So hopefully we got a bunch of extra things printed, figured out, and we're gonna be able to put the rest of this together tonight, is what I'm hoping. So all I see is the Disney Plus renews. That is also on there. That's coming up at the end of the month. The downside of working in IT, the fun that comes to you and you get to fix. Yeah, it is what it is. Midnight stream, maybe. Midnight streams are fun. I don't like doing that very often, but they're always good. Yeah, it's fine. You know, I've gotten, honestly, much more used to the on-call stuff with IT. Like, it's part of it. I like doing it. Not like the overtime kind of stuff, but like, I like the IT stuff enough that I'm okay with the overtime, with the incidents, with the extra work events that just randomly pop up. So luckily, not gonna lie, most of the things that have popped up that I got called on, the extracurricular types of stuff for work in this last like 2 weeks have all been like really perfectly timed with like my personal life, where I'm like, I just got home from something and then I get the call. Or like I did get called at 6:30 yesterday. So yeah, yesterday I was up at 6:30. I got a phone call for work-related stuff. But the good thing is I was already up working out. I was already awake. So like it didn't wake me up. I didn't have to answer the phone all groggy. I didn't have to come down. Like I was already awake. And I was actually working on this. I was working out a little bit, like walking on the treadmill and like designing some of the stuff to 3D print. So let me show you guys. So one of the things that I designed was this beautiful graphics card mount. Do you guys remember, if you were here on Sunday, one of the things that I was talking about doing was returning this graphics card, returning the 9070 XT Steel Legend, and getting a new one, a 2-fan graphics card. Well, that was the plan, and then I went and looked, and I could not, for the life of me, find a 2-fan 9070 XT. So the most powerful 2-fan graphics card that I could find, like to be available anytime soon, was a 5070. So I thought about that. A little bit less powerful than this. Like, could have worked. But I wanted to use this card. So I took a bunch of time and I designed this beautiful graphics card mount. It looks a little bit janky, but it works. That's the important part. And the good thing is it's not really going to be visible at all. This is going to be one of those things that is literally mounted in the bottom of the cooler, just like that. And then the graphics card is going to be on top of it. So for the most part, you're not going to be able to see this. You're not going to, it doesn't really have to be pretty. I wanted this to be functional. It had to just hold the graphics card there. But it should work. Took way too long for me to figure this out because I'm definitely not a 3D graphics designer, modeler, whatever it is. I just figured this out. So that's what we got going on for the graphics card. And I think that is going to be the first thing that we end up doing tonight, is going to be putting the graphics card in there and making sure that it is nice and secure in there. So we've got to do that. And then the next thing is going to be the AIO cooler, which we are going to mount on this side of the cooler, so that it's going to be raised up a little bit so that it doesn't interfere with the graphics card, so it can reach the CPU, all that good stuff. It's going to be mounted over here. So then once we get that in place, really at that point we have to plug everything in, get all the cables in there, make it look nice, and then I printed out, actually there's literally still on the 3D printer over here. Ooh, that was nice. I printed out a bunch of brackets that are going to hold the monitor in. So they're literally going to be these brackets that just the monitor will be able to slide in and out. We're just going to attach these to the top of the cooler. We're going to put the monitor in there and hope that that works for that. So those are some of the things that we have to do. Hopefully we can get a bunch of it done tonight, because I would love, I think there's a couple of other like finishing touches things that I'm probably not going to be able to do tonight, but we should be like 95% of the way there, if not farther. So my goal is to get this absolutely done this week, so that I can send off a bunch of videos, pictures, a bunch of content material to GarageBeer to confirm and all of that, make sure it looks good, so that we can start this giveaway as soon as possible and actually give this massive gaming PC away. Alex says, that all sounds good. I've been playing around making a home server today on a budget. That's awesome. What software are you using? Just like regular like Windows server? Or are you doing any of those special new like OSs? Anything fun? Nathan says, didn't even think about the page yesterday. At least they waited until we got home from soccer. Yeah, man, the amount of pages that have come out. Oh man, but yeah, at least luckily they've been timed right for me. So, okay, well, I think we can get started with this. As long as everybody's here, as long as we have a quorum, let's get started. And I think the first thing that we need to do is we need to attach the riser cable to that bracket. And so I tried to make the right holes for the screws in there, but I don't think they're lined up perfect. So what I have to do, what I'm going to have to do is just kind of go for it. So I need to, my plan here is to attach the graphics card, put it in here, mark where the holes are, take the graphics card out, literally just screw in. The nice thing about, this 3D printed materials, I can literally just screw into it. So you second the motion. We are going to begin. All right. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate it. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna move the graphics card so we don't do anything too bad to it. At the moment, it's a Windows 11, but I'm gonna be making a JBOD. So before switching to Prox or TrueNAS, I wanna know it all works. Oh, that's a good idea. That's probably a good idea. Let's get building. All right, I'm just gonna take all of this off. I'm gonna shut the cooler so that I can use this as my workspace here for a second, as this might be a little bit easier. So I'm gonna do this, and we're just going to, good luck. Thank you so much, Tony. I feel like I might need it because I need the graphics card back, and I got a pencil right here. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like. So the graphics card on the riser cable. Okay, so that is how that will go. Then the graphics card fits right in here. Just like that. So that is how the graphics card looks. So again, you're only gonna see it from a top view. You're only really gonna see like this. So it's gonna be like very minimal. It's just literally something to hold it in. So it's gonna be screwed in on this side, and then this is just literally a bracket that goes around it to hold it there. So if you're curious, you're starting off as a Dell Optiplex 3020 small form factor. I'm gonna be putting it in an old case with a second power supply. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, those are always some fun projects when you can, you know, just take something that you know somebody else didn't want, old used computers, and turn them into something useful. You vote zip ties to hold the graphics card in place. Don't joke about things like that, Nathan, because that was one of the ideas that we had written down. I mean, not like entirely seriously, but like, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we are marking these spots. And then we just need a screw to attach those. And honestly, I didn't really look at what screw I should be using for that. Probably one of these little guys. We'll probably just use a couple of these little ones. Just a real quick, like little boop, right in. Who said I was joking? Give them room to move a little bit, but still holds them in place. Yeah, I mean, that's actually after the Garage Beer one. We're doing a PC build sponsored by Duct Tape. It's gonna be a real good one. So the good thing is it's like it's in here enough that like it's not even just immediately coming out. Like I like this. Okay, we have to give it some juice to get out too. Whoops. Okay. All right, let's put this back. Again, this probably has to be one of the best PC builds. I've never gotten to like use power tools with a PC build before, so like this is just awesome, not gonna lie. Okay, so we need to be right there, right about there, and we're just gonna put a screw in. We're gonna go a little bit slow so that, you know, we don't break anything. That's the goal. Okay. All right, now we're gonna test it again really quick. I just wanna make sure that that's in the right spot so we don't have to just like take it all apart and completely reprint this whole bracket again. The good thing is this bracket only took like, I mean, I say only, like, it took like 7 hours to print, which again, is not ideal. Like I don't want to do that again, but it wouldn't probably be the end of the world if I had to do it again. All right, that's it. It's there. Okay, so that riser cable is now attached. Cool. I need to figure out what the best way of getting this thing out is. I don't know if it's best to push it back or pull it forward. Trying not to break anything. Ugh. I think it's this riser cable, just has extra grip on it. Ugh. I'd like to say I haven't had to do that, but I do have an angle grinder on a mate's case for GPU clearance. Oh yeah, that's some fun stuff right there. Yeah, I've done a couple of like super serious case modifications, putting in some holes and all of that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, oh, there we go. I was like, I think I put this in there a little bit too good. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I've got a couple of case builds that we put together, but not this one. Luckily, I did cut a few things like 3D printing with, what's the little, it's not an angle grinder, what do you call it? It's the much smaller one, the, what's the word for the little handheld guy that just spins and you can attach different heads to it? What's the... Dremel, yes, there you go, thank you. Oh my goodness. That's what it was a Dremel. I did use a Dremel on a couple of these 3D printed parts just to really shave them down to the exact like size and shape and everything that I needed, but other than that, not much else. Okay, so I didn't really think about this, but it's gonna be kind of unfortunate. I think I'm gonna have to tip the cooler back up, so it's gonna be probably kind of hard for you guys to see while I oscillating saw thing. No, it was a Dremel. I do have one of those little oscillating saws, but no, much smaller than that. But I think I'm gonna have to flip the cooler up so that I can drill straight into the bottom here without it going all crazy on me. Ugh. All right. So maybe this is where the overhead camera is gonna come in handy. Maybe if that has a better view. Let's actually see if I'm even gonna be able to reach it. Yeah, this should be fine on this table. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. So let me see. Is the Skycam better for this? Would you rather have this view right here of me working in there, or would you rather have the Skycam for this one? I'll be drilling in here. That's probably not too bad. Okay. I like it. I like it. Okay. And you know what I actually need to do again is probably put the graphics card back in here so I know that I'm not like, it's not completely messed up. Gosh, that's really dark inside that cooler all of a sudden. I'm gonna have to turn this light on as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is how this riser cable has to twist. Ugh, that's a pain. That's a pain to have to turn a riser cable 90 degrees. Oh no. Okay. Well, the riser cable is not long enough. Okay. Well, shoot. I guess I need to order a longer one. It doesn't have to be much longer. but it is currently not long enough. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, well, the good thing is this shouldn't hold us up for too long. Dang it. Okay, this is fine. We'll just keep putting things together. We'll keep putting it together. We'll put the graphics card plate in there, the bracket. We'll put the cooler in here because none of that's going to change. All I need to do is order a longer cable, and as soon as that comes in, I just need to put that cable in, and then it'll be fine. Darn it! Okay, and the good thing is like we can still get this completely up and running at this point because we've got HDMI out. Oh, does the 9800X3D have video out? I don't even know. That's how much I deal with AMD stuff. I don't even know. They're top of the line graphics card, and I have no idea if it has video out on it or not. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, riser cable is off. Okay, so we're still gonna install this though. We're gonna still put this in. It's gonna go like that. I should probably make it go about as far, well, because I wanna make sure that there's room for the CPU cables, okay. Actually, let's put everything in. I'm gonna put the where did my little screwdriver go? Where'd my actual screwdriver go? Not my drill. Did I leave it upstairs? I feel like I just had it. I haven't had it on stream tonight. It was, in fact, up on my desk. All right. Let's put this power supply in so that we know where that's going. So we know how much clearance we have there. And then we'll measure out and put the radiator in here. Look at that. That screw just works. Now that we got the right hardware for this. All right. So what do we think about Wednesday streams? Wednesday streams good? Is that so is this a good day for everybody, or should we try to stick to Fridays and we did Sunday Sunday a couple days ago? Okay. That is now in there. Okay, so now that gives us this amount of room. So now we need to, let's just figure this out again. So this is gonna be an interesting one. Let me scoot this back. Okay, so what we're gonna have is these on here. It's gonna fit just like that. I think I need to grab, oh wait, these ones. You can grab some of these. Hopefully these screws work. That is okay. I think we have to use some of our new screws for this too, which is good because we've got them now. We have screws. I might have to cut these down a little bit though. They're pretty long. They worked on the power supply. Are they gonna work here? I think it'll work. Nice. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be another one of those terrible processes of putting this on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, measuring a little bit, taking it off until we get it right. Oops. All right. How's the music on your guys' side? That's one of those things I never know. I have you guys set up with some music, but I'm listening to something completely different on my side. So hopefully your music is okay. Okay. So this is then gonna come in here like that. Ooh. That's a really big bracket. Might need to cut these down just a little bit. Okay, unless this can come a little bit that way, which it should be able to, then it can fit there. Okay. Okay. Whew. Hopefully this is, whoops, just moved my whole table. Okay, hopefully this is still gonna work. Let's get the graphics card real quick. It's so funny because when I first started like planning this project out, I was like, what size of cooler do I need for this project? Do I need this one or the one that's just smaller than this one? This is this is like barely gonna fit in here. To be fair, I did get all the like very big hardware, right? I got a full-size motherboard, a 3-fan graphics card. We got a 360 millimeter AIO on this. So like, it's a big PC, don't get me wrong, but I thought I was gonna do this with a cooler, smaller. Okay. Okay, so now we gotta see. Oh no, okay. I don't know if this is gonna fit. Okay, so that's gonna sit right there. Those tubes are really obnoxiously close. Oh, this is gonna be tight if this works. If this works at all, that is gonna be really, really tight. Okay, but I think worst case scenario, we just have to print just a little bit smaller bracket here. I think it'll still work. Okay, because that has to be semi like that. Hey, could somebody come hold this for me really quick? Do you guys? Because like, oh my gosh. Like, I think that'll work. Like, I think that'll work. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, no, this has to go on the other side though, because I don't need it interfering with the power cables on the graphics card. Okay, so like that. Okay. I think the worst part is I need to reprint these feet. Just wondering, have you ever had to use NVIDIA Grid K1 or K2 cards? Because I have one of each because they were cheap. I have not used either of those. I have definitely stuck to consumer grade graphics cards for the most part. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna put this stuff in here. Because even if I have to reprint these feet, it's gonna be the exact same foot here, it's just gonna be shorter. So I think I'm gonna put this in. We're gonna put the graphics card in. We're going to put the CPU cooler on and everything and see how it all fits. And if I can't get it to fit, then I'm gonna have to take these feet off the bracket on the AIO and I'm gonna have to reprint those, which shouldn't be a huge deal. Because honestly, when I'm looking at it here, it is literally like 1/4 of an inch type of thing that I need. So if I could just get 1/4 of an inch off of these, I think that would go a long ways, to be honest. So, okay, I think we're going to install, as backwards as it sounds, I think we're gonna put the AIO in first. Okay. Take this out, put this over here. Okay, so what I need to do now is figure out a way to know where to put this bracket. So I think the goal is gonna be to put it in and just kind of draw around the feet as much as I can. Like that, I think. I think it's gotta go like right there. This is not, apparently this cooler doesn't like pencil on it. Okay, I think it's doing something. Is that straight? Okay, looks good to me. Very straight. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we take this out. We take these little feetsies off, the AIO, the radiator here, and we are going to install them. How are we gonna install this? How did I not think about this? How are we gonna do this? Guys, I need help. It's another thing I didn't think through fully. Because I can attach the bracket to the inside of the cooler, but once I do that, I can't get a screwdriver in right here because it'll go inside the cooler. I think what I'm gonna have to do is actually just like drill pilot holes, attach the bracket, and try to get in that way. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. If anybody ever asks you to build a computer inside of a cooler for them, think really long and hard about it before you say no. This is a lot. This is fun though. I'm glad that I was given this opportunity because this is an absolute blast. But man, if thing after thing after thing isn't just going wrong right now. Okay. All right, so we are going to take these brackets okay, we're going to put them there. We're going to drill pilot holes, okay? And then we're gonna attach it back to the radiator and then try to attach it to the cooler. Okay, I think that's the plan. All right, let's mark where these holes need to go. Okay, so that lines up like that. Ugh, that's really hard to see. Why is this cooler so pencil resistant? Maybe I just use a marker so I know where this is going. Hey, look, I have a purple Sharpie to match my shirt. Let's use that. All right, so that's going right there. Okay. Okay. And then get a hole right there too. Perfect. Now, put this one where it's supposed to be. God dang. I'm really gonna have to like do some soul searching and figure out, like, was this easier or more difficult than building in an ITX case, like a super small form factor ITX case? Because this is crazy. I didn't think it was gonna be like this difficult and cramped in here. Not gonna lie. All right, so I think we just used this one for these. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay. All right, let's drill into this cooler. I really wish that I could take the lid off too. That would make some of this stuff just a little bit easier. Okay. One. Ugh. I might need to go get my smaller drill. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay. Okay. Holes have been drilled. All right, now what I think is going to be the difficult part. Now, I think we have to put these brackets back on the radiator, because if we don't, there's no way that I'm going to be able to screw this in, especially on the bottom, to the radiator. That's going to be impossible. So I think what we have to do is attach this back to the radiator, and then I think we'll be good to, we'll do our best to get it attached to the cooler. Hard part is, so I'm gonna have to probably try to screw these in by hand, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the drill in there with this in there. So I might have to go get my another screwdriver from upstairs to see if I can't get in there a little bit better. Okay. Bracket has been reinstalled. Okay, so now we need to take this and we need to attach it. I might need to call for some assistance. Hi. Do you think you could assist me really quick? Thanks. Okay, bye. Assistance! Okay. Let me get the right drill bit back. Not drill bit. Screwdriver bit. I don't know what you call them. Whoops. Hi.
Hi.
All right. Do you want to hold or do you want to drill?
What's safer?
I don't know. I've never done this before, so.
I'll hold it.
Okay. So I just need,
Tall enough.
that
okay.
needs to just sit right there. Okay.
Like right there?
Yep. So you probably can't see, but I did make some little like outlines.
Oh, you cannot see.
Yeah. So like right there, basically.
Okay.
Okay. Whoops. I don't have the right bit. You know how I just said, let me get the right bit, and then I didn't have the right bit? Oh, hold on. Here it is.
Moved it. Uh-oh.
It's okay. That's why I marked where it's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it gonna touch?
That's not the right bit.
Oh my gosh! Never had a bit before.
Wow. Okay.
That's the one.
That's the right one. I actually probably have to, no, it is. I just need to take this out because it's going to be too long.
Are you putting it in? Do you need one of those like the curvy thing?
No. The worst case, I have a little bit smaller drill.
Sorry. Too much.
Okay. Okay, before.
I was gonna say, do you want to get this? Oh, it moved down a little bit.
Yeah, which is fine. That's
okay?
probably where I drilled the hole.
Yeah, the hole is right here.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. As long as it's in there. The thing that I don't know how I'm gonna do is get to the bottom.
What do you need to get the bottom for?
There's screws on this side and the bottom side. It's gonna be a tough
Do you
one.
need them?
I don't know. I'm gonna try with something other than this though.
I was gonna say, otherwise you could go.
I mean, that one is clearly in the hole that
Can
I
you go
drilled.
underneath here?
Yeah, not with the drill probably. I'll probably have to try to get my other screwdriver. Okay, either way, thank you. I'll let you know if I need to take this out and restart and I need your help again, but. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go get my other screwdriver. Be right back. I'm gonna leave the microphone too. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Skycam. Okay, I got this one, which is marginally smaller. I don't know if that's the one I want though. I'm gonna try something else over here. I'm gonna see if I've got something in here that will work. This. And then, okay, let me see if I can't. Screw it in by hand. Okay, this is working better than. Oh no, my light died. Oh no. Well, that makes this a little bit more difficult. Okay. That worked much better than the drill. We just have to do it by hand, which is fine. We can do that. Okay, now the question is, am I gonna be able to do that on the bottom? Hopefully, if I drilled the holes correctly, I'll be able to get it in there. It just... Who thought this was a good idea again? I wish I was able to give you guys like a good angle on this. I wish I had a good angle on this. Oh my gosh. Okay, if I can reach in and hold the screw with this hand and then screw it with this hand. Then, oh my gosh. I don't think I drilled the hole in the right spot here. Okay, let's try this side. Okay, that doesn't seem to be working either. All right, let me take this one back out because I think what I'm missing here is I should be getting the bottom first. Because if I can do the bottom first, the top is a lot easier to get to with the drill. And I can just kind of put the screw where it lands at that point. Oh my goodness. I just like got this stuck in here. There's part of me that like wishes that you guys could see this, but then there's also a part of me that's like, goodness, I'm glad that nobody else can see what I'm seeing right now. Oh my goodness. It's like stuck on the screw now. The bracket is. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're gonna see if we can screw the bottom in first this time. Wish I had a light. That would make this a little bit easier. There we go. Wow, that's okay, kind of crazy because the holes were right. It literally just was facing a little bit different way. I had the holes drilled right. I just didn't, you know, push the screw the right way. Okay, that side fully in. Let's get this other side now. We might end up doing the same thing. We'll see. Might have to just take one side out. I don't know how to. Ugh. That's not great. Let's see if I can find it like this. Is it easier or harder from this side? What do you think? Okay, I think we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take the top one out so that I can find the bottom hole, and then we'll make it work. Wish I had one of them fancy LTT ratcheting screwdrivers or something, but I don't. Oh my gosh. I don't know where that is. And I don't know how to find it. Ow. Oh my gosh, I wish there was a good way to do this. I mean, I can see the hole right there. It's there. I made a hole. Why can't I find it with the screw here? Let me try to get this out of the way a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, that's a little better. I still have to like try to crank my arm around the way that it doesn't bend. What in the world? It looks like it's lined up and everything. Like, I can see the hole. Why can't I get the screw into it? Oh my goodness. All right, let's go back around this side. See if this is better. I don't know. I thought I had my battery pack down here. I could plug my light back in, but I guess I'll just could do this. Okay. Okay. Guys, trust me, I'm gonna get this. Okay, got it. Okay, now just need it to stay there. Okay, I think I spun it far enough that it'll stay there until I get the screwdriver in here. Oh gosh. No! Okay. All right, we got it. We got it, guys. Woo, we got it. What's in the box? You may never know. We may never fully know. Whew, okay, we did it. I really, really hope that I don't have to take this thing back out. Because that is not going to be a fun adventure if I have to take this thing back out. Okay. Now we can put one in the top in. Okay, see, I think that was our problem. This one's a little bit off now. So I think I need to use the drill back here again. And just put a new hole. Is it TOG? Or is it TAG? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. This is definitely an interesting one. This is definitely one of the more interesting builds that I've done. That's for sure. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday night. If it is Wednesday for you, TEG. So, like TEG. Is that how you say that? I think you're still on that camera. Hey, okay, welcome. Yes, we're still on that camera. Welcome in. You've got a Discord name that definitely started some laughs in the server today. So welcome to the server. Welcome to the Pixel Pub. Cheers. This is an interesting one. We've got the motherboard mounted on this side. We've got the AIO radiator mounted on this side. We've got the power supply over here. And now we're about to mount the graphics card down in the very bottom of the cooler. And that radiator really took up a lot more space than I was anticipating it was going to take up. Really took up more room than I thought it was going to. So hopefully we can get this to work. So what we're gonna do now, we're going to attach the GPU mount bracket to the bottom. And then as long as I can successfully do that, then we are going to start attaching stuff, right? We're going to put the actual cooler on. We're gonna get some cables out and make sure that this thing works. We already discovered that the riser cable that I bought for the graphics card is not long enough. So we ran into that issue already. But that should be an easy fix. Just need to order a new one, return this one. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab my battery pack for my light. My work light over here died, so not ideal when you're trying to work inside a cooler. So I got a nice little battery pack here that'll make it work for me. Turn on. Yay! Okay, now I can at least see. Okay. Let's see if this GPU bracket is going to sit in here. So here is the graphics card bracket. It looks a little bit like that. You're not gonna be able to see most of the bracket once it is installed because it's going on the bottom here. So I'm going to basically just drop this in, and as long as it fits, I'm going to take it back out and permanently install the mount in there. Okay, it's going to go this way, correct? Yep. Yep. Okay, the RAM is in the way right now. Okay, might actually have to put it in there without the graphics card in there. See if I can get it in there. Okay. Because right now I could just take the RAM out, but if I just, oh my goodness, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit this in here. Come on. Oh my gosh. This is crazy how tight this is. This is crazy how tight this is. Okay. I am literally like a quarter of an inch on top of the RAM. Oh, what if I'm able to bring this back here? There we go. Got it. Okay. Now that the mount is back there, let's see if the graphics card sits there. Let me just get this back really quick. This. So I don't accidentally wreck anything doing this. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go. It's in there. All right, let me switch this back for you guys. And let me just show you this for a second. So that's what it looks like from the top here. So you can see how tight it is down there. And you can see how like it's all just black around that. That's not how it's supposed, that's not like the bottom of the cooler is gray. That's all just bracket down there that was printed and laid down there. So it's gonna fit. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about now is the CPU cooler still needs to go on the CPU. So we need to make sure that there's like physically enough space for this to get over here. But I think we'll be able to make it work. I'm gonna have to like make sure, but I think it's gonna work. Thermals, as far as this is gonna go, I'm not 100% sure. My initial thought was I wasn't super worried about it because I think that, I don't know why, hopefully my chat out here refreshes really quick. There's gonna be a lot of heat in there, but I think the nice thing is there's not gonna be anywhere for it to go but up. Obviously this is not gonna be able to be used closed. Like this is gonna have to be opened up to be used. So I'm hoping that with all the fans, there's enough just like rotation in here that it just doesn't have anywhere to go but up and out. But that's definitely something that we will be testing. If I have to, I can definitely, you know, make a couple of like in ports on one of the sides. I think the another like important and semi unfortunate thing about this is like this is not going to be probably a usable cooler after this is done. There's lots of holes in the cooler at this point, but I think it's gonna work. I think this is gonna work. I don't know why my my chat over here, there we go, now it's updated. So I don't think I want to actually attach the pump yet, because if I need to take this graphics card and bracket out, that's not going to be fun. I'll have to take that whole thing off again, and then I just wasted the thermal paste, and I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, so if we attach, ooh, what if I just attach it like that? Then we don't have to worry about it. I don't think it's ideal the way that these cables are running, unless I flip it like this. Still not ideal, I don't think. Need to figure out what the best way is, what the best direction is for these cables, these tubes to come off. Like that, maybe? That might be the play right there. Okay, so then it could be right there. Okay. I don't like how the tubes kind of come over the graphics card like that, but I wonder if I can push them to the top up here somehow. Like that. There we go. If we can do that, okay. I think that could work. Otherwise it's like this and they just come straight up. I don't really like the looks of that either, but I think that would work if we have to go that route. Okay, cool. Okay, so now I think this is gonna work. So we're gonna take the graphics card out. We're gonna mount the GPU bracket in there. Hey Red, how's it going? How's it going? How's the struggle? It is struggling a little bit. Might hook up video cable before the CPU cooler. Yeah, so I think the CPU cooler is probably gonna be the last thing to get hooked up, because it's gonna go across the middle, right? It's coming from over this side to this side. So I think that's probably gonna be last to be like fully plugged in and ready to go. So I think right now though, we're gonna take the graphics card out, we're gonna actually put the bracket, the GPU bracket, permanently onto the cooler. And then I think we're like home free after that. Like at that point we install the graphics card, we can install the CPU AIO there, and then we start hooking things up. I'm probably gonna have to take the power supply out again, which now that I look at that, that might be a little bit difficult. Maybe I hook up the cables now while I can take the graphics card out still. Hook up the cables I need because I know what cables I need now. You know, motherboard and PCIe for the graphics card. Maybe I hook those up because it's going to be a pain in the butt to get to the bottom of this power supply. Are we going to test run tonight? I think if we hang on long enough. Ooh, it's already 8:30. I mean, the one thing that we're not going to be able to see is the graphics card at least plugged in. We could power it on. I don't know how it powers on if it's not plugged into the PCIe because that riser cable is not long enough. So I can give it power. I just don't know if it's going to do anything. But otherwise, I mean, the rest of it, theoretically, we should be able to turn on. And as long as the 9800X3D has graphics. Oh, my flashlight's still on. 9800X3D integrated graphics. Yes. Okay, yeah. So good thing is this will be a fully functional computer without the graphics card. So we should be able to turn it on. Should be able to at least turn it on and like install Windows if we wanted to. Okay, graphics card's coming back out. Let's line it up exactly where this is going to go. Okay, I think. Oh, okay. I think we want to move it to that side because HDMI and everything is on this side. Okay, let me rethink this real quick here. Yeah. We want to push it probably as far that way as possible. Okay. And then the goal should just be like, is it straight? Okay, that looks pretty straight. And then honestly, probably as close to this as possible because we want to leave as much space as we can for the CPU pump. Okay, cool. I'm just like figuring out where it is eyeball wise so I can actually put this in. Okay, graphics card is out. Whew. Now we need the drill back. Oh my gosh, no camera. Oh, that was close. I just about kicked my camera over. Actually, I completely forgot. I was supposed to be taking B-roll here with this camera over here. Whoops. This will be good though. Okay. Power tools. It's power tool time. Okay. So I don't think that shifted much. Just eyeballing it. So we need, that just needs to be kind of like that. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, like that. And I think I'm only gonna do 2 screws right now because the less screws I put in now, the easier it is to take this out if I need to. We can always add more screws, but to be completely honest, like, that's pretty solid already. So that's enough to keep this in place. Okay, whew. So that's in place. GPU bracket in place. Hey, that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, let's get the power supply cables. Power supply box is over here. Okay, so we need motherboard power. We need PCIe. We need PCIe, and then we need not another PCIe. We will not need SATA. We don't need the 12 pin. We need that one for the motherboard. We don't need a SATA power. Okay. Power supply cables. So we're gonna attach these. This is gonna be fun, guys. You know how much I love cable managing, just like normally. Like, it doesn't get more fun than this. This is gonna be a real tight space, especially just where everything is lined up. It's gonna be really difficult to get in here. All right, but I think I need to take the power supply out though to put the cables in there. It's just gonna be easier at this point. And of course, power tools make everything easier. Okay. Dang it. Oh no. I'm not gonna be able to get this thing out. There we go. You just have to twist it a little bit. Look at this beautiful power supply from Montech. Isn't this just like one of the coolest power supplies you've ever seen? All right. And the best part about this build is you're gonna be able to see it. You're gonna be able to see this beautiful power supply here. So I love that for whoever is gonna win this. Love that for one of you guys. All right, I want everybody to be honest right now. If I did this giveaway right now and one of you were the ones to win this computer, would you be keeping it in its current form, or would you be ripping it apart as quickly as possible and putting it into a normal case? I'm just curious, just interested. because I would most likely be putting it into a different case. But I'd probably use it like this for a while because this is pretty cool. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. But that might just be me. I think it's pretty cool. Oops. I need this side. Ripping it apart. Keeping it in its original form. Let's go. The whole part of this was being in a cooler. It is. Would do it for the lulz at first. I was gonna say that. I mean, as far as what I would, if I were to win something like this, I would probably keep it for a while and just be like, this is one of the craziest things that I own. Bring it to Casey Game On, then take it apart. Yeah, definitely have to bring it somewhere and like show it off first, because this is kind of insane. Not gonna lie, like I look at this, I'm like, what is going on? This is actually kind of insane. All right, let's see. I got the power supply out. Can I get it back in? Oh my goodness. There's too many cables in here now. It's just being a pain. Oh my goodness. It was easier to just casually twist out than it is to twist in, apparently, here. Okay, let's try this a different way. Let's try it this way. Nope. It's got to be this way because I put that GPU bracket in there. This is the only way that it's going in. There we go. Okay, I just need to push it down a little bit farther. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, dude, whoever wins this, and if you're gonna be taking this thing apart, dude, have fun. I think you got to keep it in the cooler for at least a week for the experience. I think so. I think you're right. Check out my portable PC. Yeah, it's so cool, Tony. It is an astounding amount of work and unique for sure. Yes, that is what I was going for. I wanted something that was an astounding amount of work for at least somebody. Just make sure you put the ice in it. Okay, so I was trying to get them to give me 2 coolers. Not gonna lie. I wanted them to give me 2 coolers so that I could also give away like a functioning cooler with this, right? Because obviously this is not a functioning cooler. You can't store, I mean, things that you can do because this is a free country. You can store beer in here if you want. Not recommended by the manufacturer. Me being the manufacturer. Not recommended. But you could put beer in here, I guess. But I asked them for 2 coolers. I was like, they're gonna get one that's a computer and then one that's an actual cooler so that they can, like, you know, you could put beer in there if you want, right? Or whatever your drink of choice is. But they're like, let's start with 1. Okay, that's fine. That's fine too. Okay, now the other thing that I have to decide, and I think we're gonna go on whether or not the cable reaches, because I don't know how much extra room in here we have just for extra cables. But I did buy some very bright green extension cables to put on this computer. I don't know if you guys can see those. Oh my gosh. Very bright green power supply extensions to put in here. But guys, if you could see in here right now, like, I don't know if I'm gonna have space in here for these power supply extensions. Two would have made sense. Give one with the PC and one to the actually use a cooler. I know, that's what I said. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is with these, I'm going to see if the cable actually reaches where it's supposed to go. And if the cable actually reaches, I'm not gonna use an extension cable. And if it doesn't reach, then I'm going to use an extension cable. I don't know. We'll see how this works. I'm gonna try to start actually plugging stuff in. Okay, maybe this is where I can flip the cooler back down so you guys have a little bit better view. Slayer, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're building a computer, man. How's it going? It may not look like it, but we're building a computer. There's no room. Logical Jim. Is that me? My Logical Jim? Okay. Oh boy, this cooler was this cooler was heavy before. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm not looking forward to shipping this. What do I tell them? What do I tell UPS when I go in there? And they say, "What are you shipping today?" Hey, what's in the box? And what do I say? Do I say like, "Oh, it's a cooler"? Do I say, "It's a computer"? I'm Jim, you're the doctor. You're the doctor, I'm a Jim. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. What do I tell them? My like, it's a computer in a cooler. I don't know. Okay. So here's the power supply cables. So I think the good thing is like most of these are gonna reach. I'm a little bit worried about the ones that are supposed to go to the top of the motherboard. So like, I think I'm gonna have to wrap those around the bottom like this. Okay, they're gonna reach. But I think I'm honestly gonna try to hide these cables. So I don't know if I want to use the extensions. Bubble wrap the inside. Oh yeah, we'll be yeah, honestly, I'll be putting just like literally filling this up with bubble wrap and like paper and that kind of thing, just so that literally nothing can move on the inside. And the good thing is this cooler is sturdy enough, so as long as I pack this like thick enough with bubble wrap, this is going to be super safe. This is going to be the safest computer to ever be shipped. This outer shell is plenty enough to protect it. But yeah, the ideal part is just going to be literally packing this heavy enough so that nothing in here can move around. That's going to be the goal. But the other really nice thing again is like I'm extra attaching things literally to the sides of this cooler, so hopefully nothing should really be moving around anyways. Like the graphics card, Again, normally I'd be a little bit more worried about it because most of the time graphics cards are pretty free floating other than the one bracket on the side. But because I built this bracket, that it's going to be screwed into this side, but then it's also going to be held in on the other side. I built a bracket to go all the way around it. So hopefully that bracket in itself keeps this safe. But yeah, packing it just 100% full of like bubble wrap is going to keep this pretty safe. So okay, I think we're going to plug in the motherboard first because that is way back here. And now that I feel back here, I really hope that I can get that attached with where the graphics card bracket is. I really hope that I can get that attached. Definitely can't see it. But the bracket might be a little bit in the way. So let's try this. Hope that it works. I wish I could see anything. Like I'm trying to line it up just by feel. I got it. Okay. Okay, it's at least in there. I don't know if it's clipped in all the way. Okay, I think it's in. Okay, cool. Okay, the other thing I just thought of, that's not coming out. The little bracket that is on the side of that is on the wrong side. You can't reach the little clip. That's in there. It's permanent now. Unless I take this GPU bracket out, you can't get to the little clip that's holding that cable in. Okay. Well, not using the cable extension for that one. But again, I think the good thing is you're not going to be able to see it anyways. Like I'm gonna put this cable back here and it's going to be out of the way. With the graphics card in there, you're not going to be able to see it anyways. So I think we're going no cable extensions. So I'll either be able to return those and get a little money back, or I don't know, I could use those on my computer. I haven't got cable extensions for my computer either, so maybe I do that. Use the green. Don't let the bright green go to waste, you know? Okay, so I think that's good and out of the way. Okay, so now we need the two long ones here. These are the ones that are going up to the top of the case. Okay. Okay, so are these going to go back here, out of the way? Okay, I think I just plug them in and then I move the cables around a little bit. Can kind of see this one. Oh, it's only a 4-pin and an 8-pin. Okay, so I only need one of these. Okay. So that means I can unplug. Got it. Okay. Okay, we don't need that cable. Okay, so then that will just literally fit right back there like that and stay out of the way, please. Okay, and then those go to the graphics card. Okay. Now, oh are we gonna need SATA power for this? For the AIO, or is this run solely off of the motherboard? Oh, I think that's run solely off the motherboard. Hey, that's kind of nice. Okay. So let's plug this in. This is one of the nice things about this is there's not much that needs to be plugged into the motherboard, to be honest. But let's hope there's. We are gonna have to go to the top, though, aren't we? I can't see anything down there. CPU optional, not that one. I can't see past this giant heat sink here. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to go by feel again. That's it. Dude, that's it right there. Man. Okay. I'm glad that I know what these motherboard connectors feel like. I'm not gonna be able to get it though. Oh, it's so tight in there. Okay, there it is. I'm feeling the little, ouch! I just poked myself. These little pins are sharp. Who did this? Who thought this was a good idea? Okay. Okay, it is. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this. I either got it or I just broke something. Nope, I unplugged it. I think I had it. But I didn't want to press it down too hard. I'm so close. Okay, I'm gonna try to take a picture of this. Okay, that is exactly the right CPU fan. Yep, that is the exact one that I wanted. Okay, I'm not crazy. I had the right connector. It is just... It'd be a lot easier if I could see it. You want more RGB, but you're embarrassed. Song reference. What song are you referencing? These are usually the easiest, these fan connectors are usually the easiest ones to plug in too, because they have that tab that sticks out. Oh my gosh. I keep I think I get it and then I pull it out. And then I just, okay. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. Let's go. Let's go. Round of applause. The I Want More Parmesan song. I have to say, Robert, I don't know what that is. A viral video from a couple years ago. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, fan is plugged in. Now we need to plug the RGB in. Where does that go? Can I even see an RGB connector somewhere? Yeah, I can see one there. I don't think that one's happening. Can I see any other RGB connectors that are easier to get to? Yeah, there's one down here. Oh yeah, there's one at the bottom here. We are splitting this. Okay, I promise we'll do some cable management. The nice thing is we can literally take this one, wrap it on this side, and this one can come down. So I promise we'll do this better. But for the sake of just getting it to work at the moment, there's gonna be that cable right in the middle there. Whew, I feel good about that. Okay. Don't watch it, it'll never leave your head. I probably won't. Okay. Now we need to put the pump on. Is there anything else that we need to plug in on this side before I do this? Because I don't want to have to take this CPU pump back off. Anything else that needs to be plugged in before I make this happen? Before we put the CPU block on? I think we're okay. I think we're good to do this. I think we're good to do this. Okay. Because other than that, we just need to put the graphics card in, plug it into power. I do have a power button upstairs for this, but that's gonna have to be plugged in way down at the bottom. That's just gotta go in before the graphics card. Otherwise, I think we're good. Okay, all right, let's do it. Looking good. All we need is the burrito warmer. Oh, I bet this will be warm enough to keep your burrito warm. I think this will work for you. Okay, let's make sure that we're doing this correctly because I don't work with a lot of AMD systems, so let's make sure we're putting this bracket on right. Okay. So we need this hardware. I got that figured out. So this bracket goes, jeez Louise. All right, so this bracket looks like it goes like this. Does it go? Oh wait, do we have to take this bracket off? That makes more sense. Take that one off, put this one on. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that right now is prepped for it to go like that. Right? Why is that? Okay. So I don't want it like that though. So I want it coming off of this side, I think. Like that. I think that's how I want it. Okay. So, it doesn't go on that way? Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Well, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. So that attaches to that, but this can only go on this way. So that means it's either the tubes are either on the top or the bottom. That's not ideal. Moment of truth. What motherboard are you using? And I can check for a driver for the CPU. This is the Asus ROG Strix B650. B650, I think. Where'd the box go? Oh, B650A. ROG Strix B650A gaming Wi-Fi motherboard. Okay, so we're gonna try to do it on the top. We're gonna do the cables on top because we need room for the graphics card to be able to fit. Okay, so that's how it's going on. So this goes like this, and this screw apparently fits on like this. Is that right? This doesn't feel like it's going to be super secure, but this is how it says to do it. Okay, I guess this is how we'll do it then. All right, here we go. We should just have to put this right on top and screw it on. So this cable needs to go to that side. Okay, let me see if I can get the camera in here at an angle that isn't the worst I've ever seen. Maybe I can get the camera in on this side. You know what I also forgot? Guys, how could you let me forget my background lighting? Isn't that so much better? Okay. Oh my gosh! I kicked the camera again. Why do I keep kicking the camera? Okay. Oh no. This has to be plugged in too. This one needs to be on the CPU fan. Darn it! Darn it! Okay. This is fine. Just all that work I did before is useless and a waste of time. What's new? Okay. It's fine. We'll be fine. Okay. Cables, please do something normal. Can we act normal here? Okay. So if this goes right here, oh, that is not gonna work for those cables. Okay, do they have to go to this side? Is this gonna work? Okay, I think that'll work. That's gonna make it really hard to put the GPU in. That's not how I wanted those cables to go. But I think, okay, so it's either, I think it's gotta be that way, because I don't want them coming out of the bottom. Please work this way. Do I need to flip this way? Can I do that? Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, that works, that'll work. Okay, I can deal with that. Sweet. Okay, what is going on here? There's no way that this can be right. What am I doing here? Why did nobody tell me I put the bracket on the wrong way? Why did nobody tell me I put this on upside down? You guys really just want to see me fail, don't you? Nobody was helping me hold the radiator when I needed help. Nobody corrects me when I put the CPU bracket on wrong. I told you guys, I don't do AMD processors very often. I don't know how this works. Why are y'all watching this? Why are you watching this like I'm the expert, that I know what I'm doing here? Why are you guys here? All right, I'm kidding. I love you guys. Please don't leave me. Okay. Okay, hey, it's gonna work now. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Got that side. Oh, I had that side, and then it fell off. Okay. There. Ugh, get back on there. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't like this at all. Who likes AMD processors? What is this? I barely have enough room for my screwdriver to fit in here. This is one of the smallest screwdrivers around, and it barely fits in there. Barely fits, but it does. Whew. All right, everybody. That's installed. We'll try to figure out how to make these cables look good. Like, is it laying to that side? Like, I don't really like that, but that might be the best, because I don't think they're gonna go this side unless we can push them this way. Actually, let's go. Hey, look at that. That works. That works, I like it. Should be able to use the CPU on that board if the motherboard BIOS is at least build 2613 or higher. But there's quite a few BIOS updates on that board. I appreciate that. That is one of those things that I will have to look at as soon as we get this fully up and running. All right, now we need to unplug the fan cable that I plugged in earlier and attempt to re-put this plug in there now. And then find the fan, you know, the fan optional outlet that I said was way back there that I didn't want to try to reach. Yeah, that one. That's the one that I'm gonna have to plug it into. Oh, it's got a little protector over it. Ouch. That is the right one. Gosh, why is there a little rubber protector over it? Okay. Tiny little Asus rubber protector. That's adorable. I don't think I've ever seen that. And why was it not on the other one? Okay, so let's plug that one in first since it's already way over here. Okay, at least this one I can see. Oh yeah, it is just as difficult, if not, more difficult to get to, but I can see it. So that's how much easier that is. Apparently sight is very important. Again, who would have guessed? Who could have ever known that? Not me, apparently. Okay, let's see if we can get this one in there now. Okay, this one I went like this to get it, because then this way I could kind of feel it right there. See if I can get this one any faster this time, now that I've done it once. Oh, yes! So much faster! Let's go! It is in. All right. Now I think this one, since I can't see any of the RGB over there, I think this one, I'm just gonna route this way around and then just kind of like, what am I gonna do with this one? Well, maybe I have to route it around this way. Route it this way, and then over here. Oh, there's actually two of them right here, so I might as well just plug them both in. Or is this one of the fake RGB ones? Nope, there we go. Okay. I think it's working. I think that's it. Okay, I'm gonna do something real crazy here. I'm going to plug the graphics card in via the riser cable, but we're not going to be able to mount it on the actual thing. So it's just kind of going to be sitting there. This is probably not ideal, but I want to see if we can get this working. Okay, I need an HDMI cable. We're gonna try powering this up, guys. We're gonna do it. We're here. We're at this part of the night. Okay, so here's the monitor that is not gonna be in view. HDMI cable is where? It is not there. Where did I put the HDMI cable for this? There it is. Okay. So HDMI cable from the graphics card to the monitor. And then we're gonna need to take power from the light to power the monitor. Okay. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that or not. Okay, you can kind of see the monitor. Okay, now we need to plug the graphics card in and get it in here. All right. Don't do this at home, kids. Oh my gosh, look at these cables. That's kind of a mess. Ugh. I promise I will fix all of these cables. This is a mess. This is, okay, unfortunate. Just unfortunate ways that I put this in here, really is what it comes down to. Okay. Okay. Don't try this at home. All right, graphics card is plugged in. We're gonna plug in the HDMI. Hopefully, can I reach that? Oh my God, it's so far down there. Oh my gosh. And it's just worse because do you see this giant lid that I can't take off of this cooler? It's just here. So I just have to reach over it. All right, plugged in. We got to give it some power. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. We're here for the failed bingo card. Yes, that's what we're doing right now. I didn't grab the power switch. I'm gonna go grab that really quick, because if I don't have that, I don't think I can reach those pins to jump it. So let me go grab that power button really quick and see if I can get that plugged in. Where I thought it was. Where did I put it? Did I put it over here? Can somebody come and clean the pub for me? Because it really needs to be cleaned. Like really bad needs to be cleaned. It is an absolute mess. Where did I put that? Well, did I put it over here? Well, what the heck? Well, this is unfortunate. Oh, did I put it over? I don't know why I would have put it over here, but maybe? I don't think it's in here. No? I don't think I would have put it in any of these boxes. Where did I put that? Well, shoot. Okay. Well, we'll just have to try to jump it. See, I think it was this with this stuff. Did I not put it over here? I would have swore that I put it over here. It is not over here though. Huh. I would have thought for sure it would have been right over here. Okay, one more place in the office I'm gonna go check real quick. I got it. I bought this so long ago that it was under a bunch of stuff. I got it. Power button. Check this thing out. Yes, please, can we use this jumper? Oh, that's gonna be a pain. We've got big old power button. All right, let's please. Let's use this. What? How's this jumper even work? Why has it got 8 pins to 4 pins? Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't think we need this splitter. Okay. So now I just need to figure out how to get these little things into the very back of the computer and plugged into the correct pins. Ugh. Okay, I think we're gonna have to take the graphics card back out just to make room. Okay, we just need some extra room. Okay, I can see a little bit better, but now I think I need the motherboard manual because I can't see any of those pins. At this moment in time, I would be solely guessing at which pin is which. Hey, look at that. We got an actual manual. Pieces of paper, at least. Doesn't just tell us to go to this website, scan this QR code. We got an actual manual. Okay. Panel. Where are the panel pins? There we go. Okay. So power LED, power switch first. Okay, so plus minus power ground. So it goes red, black, and then that one. Okay. Wish me luck. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's not those. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to see and so hard to reach. Okay. Said black first, right? Okay, I think it's there, yeah. Okay, now that I got the first one on there, I think this is gonna be a little bit easier to see. Okay, yep. Minus, and, oh gosh. Let's go. Whew. Why am I sweating so much from plugging cables in? Whew. All right. Okay, we're gonna just kinda put the graphics card just kinda back where it was. Just kinda like, we're just gonna let it sit right there. Okay, we're just gonna let it kind of sit there. All right, so that's the power button. Everything's plugged in. Okay, we don't want things touching fans though. No touching fans. Okay. Okay. Are we taking bets? How are we feeling about this? How are we feeling about this? Is it gonna turn on? Is it gonna have power? Is it gonna post? Whew, I don't know. I've definitely felt more confident about other computers. Let's just throw that out there. Definitely felt more confident about other builds. But I'm not gonna say that I'm feeling good. Let's say that. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Hoping for the best. As long as nothing burns up, dies, blows up, catches on fire, I'm gonna call that a success, to be completely honest. As long as nothing breaks, I'm gonna probably call that a success. All right. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's do this. Power. Turn the power switch on. We got lights. It's not fully messed up. All right. So what view do you guys want? Do you want this view? Or do you want the Skycam? Is that better? Oh, the Skycam zoomed in. That might be a better view of the screen though. All right. Who wants to do the honors of pressing the button? Anybody? Anybody want to push it? No? I'll just do it then. All right. Here we go. Hold on, let me record with my phone too. I want to get this. I want to make sure. I want to make sure that everybody knows this is the first boot of the Cooler PC. The PC is mostly ready. We still got to do a couple things. Don't worry about the graphics card at the moment. We're gonna do it. All right, Red wants to push the button. Here we go. Okay, that is a good sign. It is definitely lighting up RGB everywhere. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. But what is the screen gonna say? What's the screen gonna say? What's the screen gonna say? Is it gonna say anything? We definitely got lots of lights here. You know what I noticed? I didn't plug the graphics card in. Okay, I call a redo. I call a redo. I call a redo. This is that was completely my fault, but I did do this already. So I just forgot that I undid it when I had to take everything apart again. So nothing was gonna show up on the screen because we're currently plugged into the graphics card, and the graphics card did not have power. So, all right, boot number 1.5. Let's do this. All right, we're pressing the power button. It's lighting up. I still don't know if we're getting power to the graphics card or not. It didn't light up or do anything. It didn't spin up. I don't know if it's supposed to or not. I don't know if it was going to. Yes, we get one mulligan for the PC, for the cooler PC. I still think that there might be. Here's the thing also, Robert, if I can unplug the HDMI port and plug it into the motherboard, I'm calling, and it posting there, I'm calling that good, because at this point it's most likely this, like, I bet I have to reseat this riser cable or something. I bet pulling the graphics card in and out probably like unplugged it just enough. Like I literally can't see if it's fully attached on the bottom of the graphics card. Again, pulling it in and out very easily could have affected that, right? So I'm gonna reach in here, I'm gonna grab the HDMI. I'm gonna see if, oh, the air coming from this is so nice and cool right now. All right, so we're grabbing the HDMI cable. We're gonna plug it into the motherboard. What we got? It cycled through sources, no signal. Okay, I wonder if it's not finding a signal because it sees something is plugged into the PCIe slot. Like it thinks there's a graphics card, but it's not fully plugged in, or is it? Okay, well I think the first thing here is we take this out. We power it down, take the graphics card out. Because that's not, I'm pretty sure the graphics card is supposed to light up on the top here. And it doesn't seem to be doing anything. So I'm gonna take that out and see what happens when we just completely take that out. Okay, graphics card is out. Let's see what happens now. Let's see if we get anything on the screen. Hey, we posted. Okay. So something with the graphics card, something with the riser cable, something with something. I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen. We got stuff on the screen. So it was most likely something with my janky setup of this riser cable. Like I'll try reseating this and plugging it back in, and we'll see if we can't get this to work really quick. Oh, I wonder if I have to do this first. Do I have to do this first? I feel like I've I think the last time I set up an AMD computer, didn't we have to do this first? Because it says something about new CPU installed. Is this supposed to show up if we have a graphics card, or is this one of those things that it should have worked right away? Let me get the keyboard out here and plugged in. Oh, this one is only a Bluetooth keyboard. That's not ideal. Oh, but I can plug it in. Okay, let me... Press N to keep previous FTPM record and continue system boot. Will not enable a new CPU. That's what I want, right? I don't want to enable that. N. That didn't work. N. I don't know if it's this keyboard. My light just died again. Okay, I don't think this keyboard is working. Let me grab this one. All right, coming back. Got the dongle for this keyboard. Let's plug it in. And let's hit N. Okay, that one worked perfect. Hey-oh, look at that. Please enter setup to recover BIOS setting. New CPU install. La, 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 la. Yep. Consider dropping CPU fan speed lower. Okay. Press F1 to go to the BIOS. Check it out. We're in the BIOS. Okay. If it's not jank, we aren't trying hard enough. I believe that. Okay. Now that we've got past that, I'm going to power this down and plug the graphics card back in and see if it works now. Is that just me, or is that a thing, that we actually have to do with AMD systems? Because I don't know. Either way, we're gonna try it, because clearly the only thing that we were missing was the graphics card in that boot, right? That was the only thing that did not work. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna plug the HDMI in. We're just gonna reseat it and see if see if it works now is all we're gonna do. Unplug it and replug it and see if it works now. All right, power plug back in, graphics card. All right, let's go. No. I mean, still nothing as far as lights are spinning. So that's unfortunate. Okay, well, I might have to test the riser cable and test the GPU here, because everything else is working. It should be spinning up. Should be doing something. Even if the fans aren't spinning, it should at least be lighting up or giving us some sort of video. It shouldn't just be static like this. Okay, well, we got it mostly running. I just have to make sure I don't have a DOA graphics card, apparently. Well, that's too bad. I don't think there's anything else I could try with that. I'm just gonna have to take this graphics card up to the office and is it a modular PSU? Correct, yes. Is it plugged into the PSU? Yes, it is. I guess unless one of those cables like jiggled loose with everything that I was doing. So I can definitely, did you see that? Did you see that, or am I just seeing things? When I turned it off, the fans on the GPU spun. Like they went around like once. They did it again. I bet you that this riser cable is just not functioning. I bet it's the riser cable, because that looked like it just wanted to work, but I have another riser cable. Let me go grab it. And see if we can get this to work. I do have another riser cable in here. Let me test this one, just so we can rule that out right away. Because if we can just say, if we can literally just plug this one in and boom, say that this works, that makes our job a little bit easier than it was just a bad riser cable. Whoops. Gotta plug it in the right way. Hi.
Can I come and see it?
If you want to come see it. do you think?
Whoa, I like that. Can they hear me?
Probably. This,
Crazy how you can just make that.
it is really crazy.
I was watching your stream a little bit.
Yeah?
For like 2 minutes.
Well, thanks.
And then I got out.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it right there. I don't need to have it shoved back in there. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this riser cable works. If a different GPU is installed without removing all the drivers before installing the new one may cause issues sometimes. Well, I don't think that a new one was installed.
Wait, Dad, are you using both?
No.
Oh,
Do you want to push the power button?
can you see it?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Riser cable.
That's so cool. Dad, if you make this into a video, you should definitely have that when you're just like this,
Yeah.
and it lit up as your thumbnail.
This should be the thumbnail right here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Bad riser cable it is, everybody.
What does that mean?
This cable right here. I had to grab a different one.
Oh.
Okay. Now we know. Thanks, everybody, for coming to my build session. So the worst part about this is I've now discovered that it is the riser cable, but I still need to send one back. Oh, I need to send the broken one back at this point, the one that's not working.
No, what? There's one that's broken?
Yes, there's one that is not working
Where?
up there. So I need to send that one back, and I need to order a longer one anyway. So I guess the good part is I was gonna be sending it back anyways, and so now it's working.
Wait, Dad, which camera are you using?
That one, yep,
This one?
yep.
Oh.
So there we go. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Wait, the stream's over?
Yeah, it's about that time. It's almost 10 o'clock already. We did it. We've got a functioning computer in a cooler right now.
Am I blocking the video?
No. So at this point, yeah, so I need to order a new riser cable. So hopefully with Amazon, I can get one here next day. I don't know if I'm gonna get it tomorrow, but should be Friday. So then hopefully when I get that riser cable, I can install everything, put the graphics card where it's supposed to be. Then it's just installing Windows, getting it ready to go, and filming everything, filming just a quick showcase of this whole system. Oh, I still need to put the monitor on the top too. So I'll put the monitor on tomorrow probably. So that's ready to go as soon as the riser cable gets here. And that's it. We got a computer and a cooler, everybody.
Imagine. Here, I don't know if they can hear me. Where's the other microphone?
It's over there. We're about to end the stream though, so we're not gonna get it
I wanna say-
out. They can hear you if you just look at this one.
Imagine you show up to one of the Casey game on LAN parties with the cooler.
Imagine.
If you get it if you get the prize.
If you win.
If you win the
Can you
cooler.
imagine taking this to the Casey game on LAN party? Can't wait to see part 3. Hopefully part 3 is just like the giveaway. Honestly, what I might end up doing, hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything goes right at this point. Oh, the other thing I need to do though, one of the other things is that the company that sent me the cooler was actually going to send me a Garage Beer wrap to put around the whole thing
yeah.
too. So I need to see where that's at. So ideally, hopefully, that comes as soon as that gets here, the new riser cable gets here. I finished putting it together. We'll be able to get the giveaway up as soon as that's all done. But yeah, maybe this weekend. Oh, I have to look at this weekend. I don't know. I've got some really packed weekends at this point. We'll have to see. I might like do a gaming live stream from this. I might like do a stream from this PC. That'd be pretty cool. So either way, I promise I am getting this ready as fast as I can for a giveaway. It is just as you guys that were here the entire time, I appreciate you being here. As you probably saw, this is not the easiest computer case to work around, but we're getting it put together, and it's gonna be really cool. So
What's this?
the PCI connector protector.
Ooh.
Connector protector.
Is this 3D printed?
No. It just goes on there. It's a little rubber piece.
Where does it go?
Just like over the graphics card. Protects that
Like
connector.
that?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate you all. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday night. And make sure, again, if you're not following on Instagram, my username is the same over there, Devin Does Tech. Instagram is where the entire giveaway for this is going to be. I'll be posting about it on every single social media, but to actually be entered for the giveaway, it is going to be on Instagram. So please go follow me over there. Make sure you go and follow Garage Beer as well as Cordova Outdoors. They're the ones that provided the cooler. Those guys are the ones that are making it happen. Montech supplied the CPU cooler as well as the power supply. That's a 1,000 watt power supply over here. That is insane. Insanely overpowered for this build. Is going to be good for whatever you end up using it for, want it for. And as well, huge thank you to Patriot Viper for donating the 2 terabyte Gen 4 solid state drive that is connected, as well as the 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM that are in this cooler. Like, not only is this just an insane thing to look at, all of these brands have made this a absolute top of the line gaming PC. It doesn't get better than this.
Yeah.
A 9800X3D, a 9070 XT, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabyte solid state drive, a 360 millimeter AIO, 1,000 watt power supply. Like, it is absolutely insane. This machine is incredible. I love it. And I'm so excited to be able to do this and to be able to give it away. So make sure you go and follow on Instagram. That is where the actual giveaway is going to be. Hope everybody has a fantastic night. We'll see you later. We'll see you in the next stream, whenever it is.
Goodbye.
Oh, I can't end the stream because I unplugged my keyboard and mouse. So give me 1 second. This is kind of awkward.
Wait, can I move this?
Yeah, don't drop it anywhere.
I'm gonna make it so we can see. Oh.
That's not the one that's being used.
Oh.
See you later, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thanks for stopping in on Twitch, Tony. Appreciate you. See you later.
Bye.